Everybody, welcome back. Trackmania, track of the day. Yesterday, I'm happy with the gold. We did all right. We probably left like 6 seconds on the table, but it could be worse. We still got the gold. I've heard today's track is dirt and 90-degree turns. That's not necessarily a negative. We'll see how it goes. Let's start by playing a little alone here. And I have about 45 minutes, okay? This is one where I actually... Man, it's a gorgeous looking track. The NLSS starts in like 42 minutes. So we do have an actual time gate today. What a great looking track by default. So if you're looking for like an hour-long episode, not today. Okay. All right, hold on. You're still doing fine. I mean, you're doing terribly, but like you don't have to restart. We're gonna run a couple of basic, and by a couple I probably mean like 10, maybe even 15 minutes worth of basic laps. And once we finish those, we can turn on some ghosts, right? We can turn on some egg server ghosts. Oh, less traction. Wow. That one was so... We're skating. We're skating. Oh, this is wild. I have no idea about today's. It seems very cool though. Not a good start. Anyway, we're gonna try our best. I honestly feel like the tracks of the day recently have been like very difficult. But I also think that that's fine as long as you rise to the challenge as time goes on. If you're... That was not really the right way to take that corner, clearly. If you're, you should never root for the tracks to be easier necessarily. I think you should just root for you to be able to handle the tracks they give you. And the easiest way to do that is to get better, forehead. So again, not a beautiful start. I'm being a little bit too ambitious early on here. I don't mind driving on dirt in this game. Like when someone's like, I hate ice, I'm like, yeah, that's... Welcome to the club. When someone's like, I hate dirt, I'm like, come on, you're just a baby. You gotta work on your own stuff there. Oh, you know what it is? We're driving straight up. You gotta lower your standards. That's why we're running into trouble. I don't know, like the gravity is all fricked up at the start there. Alright, so once we can get up there, we'll see what happens. For the time being, there's definitely a lot of room for improvement here. See, you don't have to worry about being Fast and the Furious 3 Tokyo Drift on those. Just do better, This seems like a course where if you just put together a solid lap, you'll be happy. You don't have to necessarily hit every corner at, with Max Verstappen style performances. You can just instead stay on the track. That one I would have preferred to have not gone up on the curb, but hindsight's 20/20. That was a beautiful corner. Alright, so this is reactor down, right? No, this is turbo. This is reactor down. Alright. So now we're going straight up. Bro. It's a long course to even get to the part that's tough. But again, I'm visually struck. It's like the ringed city from Dark Souls 3. So what do we do? Keep your brain on a swivel. What do we do early? Just stay on the track. Okay, mission failed. What do we do early? We run a high percentage race. We're not out here trying to set a new hot lap. We're out here merely trying to finish the course responsibly. And that's an acceptable start in that domain. Has that always been purple? Or are we having a texture glitch or something? Okay, don't hit that. People in my Discord server were saying that today's track actually can crash your computer if you hit the wrong spot. Well, not crash your computer, but crash the game. So we'll try to avoid that. Now, I don't know what the wrong spot is. I think it was on the loop. But also, you know, might be a works on my machine sort of issue. You know the deal. Okay. Hold it down. Good work. Now here, we're going to be pulled to the right because we're going, yeah. And then here, very strange. I'm not going to deny the strangeness. Now here, I don't even know what to say. We're getting pulled to the left. Heavily pulled to the left. Honestly, we probably should have checkpoint restarted that one because that is a foreign world that I have never experienced before. It's a very cool concept. This is one where I hope they're a little bit lenient on the golds and the authors. Silver is like, come on. If we ever finish a track of the day video and we merely have a silver, please send somebody to check on me, because an alien doppelganger has taken my place. Or we were on a very strict time limit. Those are the only two options, okay? Don't immediately default to alien doppelganger. But I am saying, you know, don't let the alien off too easy. That seemed okay, I think. I don't know, man. It's hard to drive up here. Oh my god! Okay. What happens after this? Is this just the end? Not even close, huh? Alright. How long is this track? How long is this track, dude? Okay, it's about that long. Okay, we're practicing. Good stuff. It's going okay. Alright, I think we got that part down. I think we can now realistically run... We could run a lap at this point. Let's see if we can get some times. We have no idea what gold, silver, and bronze are, right? Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to check until you've... Oh, yeah, if you have ghosts on. I think it just has it on by default. I'm okay with this. You know, if my PB wants to pass me, if my PBB won't let me be or let me be me in Trackmania TOTD, try to shut me down on YT, it feels so empty without me. Song is by the rapper known as Skittles. Hard shell candy. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're 11 seconds ahead of our truly horrendous previous personal best. So I think maintaining speed here is important. And then this part, I really still am just like, just gun it and aim for the apex. And if you clip the wall, you clip the wall. Now this part, an extreme degree of focus would probably just benefit you the most. Okay, that seems sick to me. That seems sick to me. That's a silver! Are you kidding? Oh my god, alright. Let's get the egg server involved. That's too many. I'm gonna be honest, that's too many people. Oh my lord. Alright, well, I hope you've enjoyed seeing what's happening. That's about to change. I don't know why I'm messing with it early. Like, just, you know early what's gonna work for you. There's 7 seconds to glean on this run. Okay, so we're losing time on these corners, which means inevitably, I mean, that's not a great performance there, but it means inevitably drift is going to be the way that we want to go. Because we're taking those corners by my standards pretty decently, which means that I think there's a fundamental problem somewhere in my approach. See, that was pretty good. Just a little drift. Good stuff. Okay, we're staying relatively competitive. That was not smart. Can I tell you something that might annoy you? I really feel like I was kind of in there until I couldn't see where I was going because of all the ghosts. Maybe this part I've been overthinking it, you know? What if you just gun it? Okay. What if? I don't think that one's gonna work. Hello, Tomo. You doing okay, buddy? Having a good afternoon? I gotta tell you, it's like 7 inches from the midday sun today. That's right, it's a hot one, I tell you. Good one, NL. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's not gonna do it. Okay, I'm trying to be a little too cute on those corners. Like, I think I have the philosophy right to get a great lap in a 1-lap vacuum. You know, take chances. But with a 40-minute time scale, I think I screw up on the meta sometimes. What I mean by that is probably most sensible for us, especially early, to run several conservative laps where we improve incrementally, instead of running, you know, 1 or 2 laps where if they work, we're out of control. But if they don't work, you know, we're at 0. We got nothing to show for it. I believe that. Gonna be honest, I'm kind of on like change opponents meta right now. Just a little too many. I wonder if there's a setting where you could just be like, hey, just show me like I like when they show me ghosts from Canada, because they show me like 5 ghosts, and they're like, one of them's a little bit, or a few of them are a little bit better, and a few of them are a little bit worse, so I know where I stand. When they're like, here's 150 ghosts we're gonna put on the screen at the same time, I'm like, please don't. What a horrible turn. So I wonder, let me know in the comments if you know if there's some kind of setting for that, because I'd love to have the ghosts on the screen. It's like half the point of the club in the first place. But if it renders the track of the day nearly unplayable, then it's a little bit touchier, you know what I mean? It's not out of disrespect, it's just out of like, you know, seeing the track is pretty important. When you have all those ghosts on, it's like you're playing in the rain every single day. Okay. We're neck and neck with our previous self until I basically just died. That's fine. I think we're settling down now. We on? Kind of. Thank you, by the way, for the resubscriptions. Much appreciated. Again, you can tell, if you ever wondering when I'm recording an episode, temporally speaking, the closer we get to the show, the more of those alerts you're gonna see. Now, originally, in an earlier video, I was like, oh, I can like duplicate the scene and then just turn off that part of it. It turns out you can only duplicate anything with a camera in it in OBS, I believe, as a reference, which means if you disable something, it disables it for the other scene as well. So really what I've just got to get in the habit of. It's not impossible to do, I just got to remember to toggle it on and off. Not a hard task, but a task I have not done yet. For that, I throw myself on the mercy of the courts. Okay, good stuff. 1.3 seconds ahead. We learned you don't want to lay off the throttle there. I laid off the throttle a little bit, and it cost me. And dude, I actually hate that. I love the majesty of this course. I love looking at where the course goes in the future. I think that's really well done. The actual anti-grav elements up at the top are just a little much, would be the way I would describe it for the time being, but that's okay. I'm starting to realize the summer 2020 tracks were like, they're not sim racing, like, let's not be ridiculous, but they were a little bit more like pure racing focused. And the ones that we're getting on tracks of the day have trended, or maybe just tended, to be a little bit more like physics driven. Still fun, don't get me wrong, but not my original wheelhouse. So what do we got to do? Well, we got to change our wheelhouse to fit our new conditions. Keep those wheels straight on the dirt. The straighter the wheels are on the dirt, the better off we are. And then don't lay up. In a normal situation, you'd lay up. But this time, we're going against gravity. You gotta send it. Now, pure focus. No talking. No talking. Better, better, better. 3.3 seconds ahead. I'll take the goal. That's a big move. That's a big move. Let's change opponents again. Give me opponents from Canada, please, that are slightly stronger. I'm telling you, it turns out being able to see the course is a huge help. What are we looking for here? A 116, if we can beat the best ghost, which admittedly, we left some stuff on the table back there, but that was a pretty solid run. Like, for me to be... And we're a little later today, so I actually... What are we right now? Top 50-something in Canada? The top 50-something in Canada... We're recording this, like, maybe 4 hours after our usual, so... We are a bit... we're dealing with more competition, so you know, just for context, I'm not feeling too self-conscious, but felt like I should defend myself ever so slightly. Now, this is the corner of your dreams or your nightmares. Mal's been crushing it on the track of the day as well. Now, I will admit, and this is not meant as a slight necessarily, but I have no idea how long his times are. Like what his video timer is, I should say. However, he's been DMing me his rankings, and he's like, check this out. He's been doing very well for himself. In a way, I got a little chip on my shoulder. I'd like to be up there as well. Whereas 17 minutes here. Got a little bit more time for sure. I'm actually, now that we've got a good time, funny how this works, I'm not that upset with the track anymore. The only thing, it looks scarier than it is. I think if you have an ounce of doubt in your heart when you get to the anti-grav section, you're in a lot of trouble. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We're still in there. If you just send it and, you know, let God sort it out, I think that you might be in a good spot. So this is just send it, heavy on the turn, but you stayed in there. Now this is important. Stay in there. Get ready for focus. Oh, I lost some. Oh, come on! You're going through space dirt at speed 400. You lose a little bit of traction, it's all over. I'm still hip. I'm still with it. That's okay. That's okay. Yada. And yada. Oh, that's straight as an arrow. There we go. Good turn. Kiss the apex. Kiss the apex. Don't glance the wall. You can merely kiss the apex. I don't know what the author medal is today, but I actually feel like we're making good progress early on this one, which is abnormal for a long track with some spicy elements. So I definitely think that it's within reason that we might have a chance at it today. Unlike, I don't know, yesterday's, I think we were off by like 4 or 5 seconds. That was a surprisingly solid turn. Now, we're way behind where we were last time, but we're still ahead of our previous best. And we actually lost a lot. On our first anti-grav dirt corner, we lost a lot. This is fine. I'm not sweating this. Here, we overcorrected. Bro. I'm willing to admit when I've made a mistake. And that time, a mistake was made. I have the same frustration with this course that I have with a lot of other Track of the Day courses. And admittedly, I say that while I'm also saying I have a good time. But the spiciest element is right at the very end. So you have to race like a minute before you encounter the filter. Again, it's like, there's a reason organic chemistry comes in second year instead of fourth year of university. If you're going to filter people out of their major, you'd rather do it, you know, pretty soon after they pick it than right before they're about to graduate. That's just kind of malevolent, right? Different people may have different philosophies about the track design in that sense. So that's just how I'm feeling right now, because I'm not doing super well on that element. But if I start to do very well on that element, I will probably feel differently, and instead I'll be like, just get good forehead. That's the way it works. You're trash, you complain, and then when you eventually beat it, you go, anytime anyone else ever asks you for advice, just do better, forehead. I know, I've been on the internet a long time. I understand how it works. About a second ahead. Did lay off the throttle more than I should have, maybe. Then just stick to the right here. There you go. There you go. There's a chance. I lost some on here last time. This is where we got to make it up. I don't think we will. Oh my god. Alright, so I think actually our ticket to doing better here lies more in the start of the course. If we can stay competitive through this section. I also hate a course where I can't scratch my nose in the 3, 2, 1, go countdown. That's not the designer's fault. That one's 100% on me. Does mess with my workflow, though. Good stuff. Good stuff. Just stay competitive. And then, like, that admitted first anti-grav corner, we got real problems there. I don't know what... I still don't really understand what the difference is between my great runs and my bad runs, except my great runs are great and my bad runs aren't. Track's a little wider than I gave it credit for, huh? Not here. We could take that smoother, but I think it's more about landing straight and not having to adjust. Or as Arcade Fire would say, landing straight so you don't have to adjust. You know, Funeral, 2004. A seminal Canadian album. That's right, they're Canadian. You knew that. You didn't need me to tell you that. Because anytime a band is Canadian, in American media, they're always introduced as Canadian. And usually it's like plunky underdogs from Canada. Help. Okay. I mean, we had this locked down. You know what? On the bingo card, let's put this progression or regression before progression. Definitely has the vibe of that sort of level right now. We're going to be maybe... Oh, actually, my old self didn't do too well there. So, never mind. We're actually ahead, which is very surprising. Then just don't screw this part up. Admittedly, that corner is a little hot, but... I mean, as long as you're competitive through this section, I don't really care. Hello, me. Funny, we all got the same skin. One of us is going to have to change. Oh, that's not true. I don't have the Canadian skin anymore. Now that was surprising to me. That hurt, but I didn't think we had the ability to just grip it and rip it there. But we did. We genuinely did. Now, I did adjust. That's okay. In chess, you can call an adjustment sometimes. without being penalized for touching a piece. This one is looking a little spicier. But truth be told, really, like, as long as we just survive the last section, I think we always have a chance at a hot lap. That doesn't help, though. Where are we at here? 25 minutes. It is 2:38. Hello, I'm blurry. What's my dream track of the day? Don't get me wrong. I'm liking this one. I've liked most of them. There's only been a couple that have really, not even irritated me, but been like a little bit much. And if you're only going to release one track a day, it's probably better to have it grindable, like something that's a little bit longer, than to have something that's shorter. Although the shorter one would admittedly work a little bit better for me. But here's what I want out of a track of the day. It's a little abstract. A track of the day that's short enough that I can finish it like 8 to 10 times or more over the course of one of these track of the day videos. You know what I mean? Right now, I would say consistently we're finishing like 2 to 3 times, which just feels bad, man. We're not up by much, dude. Keep those wheels straight. Strong exit. Get in there, Lewis, or whatever. Okay. We cut off 0.6. That's pretty good. Top 9, British Columbia. Let's change opponents. More opponents from Canada, please. Eater of eggs. So where could we improve on that one? I think that was like an all-around good lap. So how do you improve on that? Well, what if you had an all-around great lap? Didn't think about that one, did you? I mean, as you can see, we're back of our PB here. But our PB is back of everybody else, including the people whose time we actually beat. There's definitely room for improvement. That was a very nice turn. Keep those wheels a little straighter. It makes a big difference here. Now, I don't think we lost too much up here, so we might be screwed being half a second down already. But it's another rep. It's still another rep. Learning a little bit. Improving our confidence level over here. Good, good, good. I think we actually gained something there. Toughen it out on the apex. We might be a half second ahead. We were 0.088. That's all right. Give me another improvement opportunity on that one. No, you're not saying it on that one. Okay, this is good. This is good, dude. But the author medal continues to be a little elusive. I don't like to go several days without author medals. On the other hand, I also have absolutely no control over the standards of the author medal. My ideal author medal would be set at a time that I can get but Malf can't. So if they could just maybe use me to set the author medal times, that would be optimal for me. But I don't know. I don't know if any company is brave enough to allow that to happen right now. As a joke, but it would be funny. And also sick. And I would love it. Okay. Now I'm focusing. I'm getting nervous here because I'm like, we're doing really well. And I'm good. I'm good at this part now. You just turn like that. Then you oversteer a little early and you let traction take you. No! In my head as well, I was thinking, you got to turn a little early on this one, because by the time you notice that, like, momentum's carrying you the wrong way, it's already too late. So you got to almost do, like, a turn of faith there. You got to turn early so that, and then let the physics kind of drop you in the right spot. Man, I can't believe I left half a second on the table back here. Ah, I hate you, I hate you. That's good. That was a good adjustment. You'll lose a little speed. What are you going to do? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Slow down. Much better corner than I'm used to there. Maintain decent speed on the outside line. Still half a second ahead, even with all the inefficiencies in there. Solid. Very solid. Now that's a beautiful corner. Keep those wheels straight. Still feeling good. Very nice. This corner, you know the deal. Next corner, oh, how dare you. Relatively unpenalized for touching the wall. You go inside, outside, or outside, inside, I should say. You got to grip it and rip it a little tighter than that, but this is good. This is good. Cut off another half second. How we looking there? Oh, top 8 British Columbia. Send it again. We could do even better. We touched the wall. To touch the wall and improve your time is a very rare feat indeed. That's my corner. That's not my corner. What are we at time-wise? 2:45. I wasn't even looking at the road. We got a couple more attempts in us here. I'm not surprised that's not an author medal. Because quite frankly, I mean, we touched the wall. You shouldn't be able to get an author medal if you touch the wall. Unless there's like a weird physics thing. Like if you built a track where like hitting the wall to send you into the corner was faster than turning, I suppose I could see it. But that's kind of a ridiculous caveat. I don't think you should have to have a perfect race to get an author medal, but having to have a clean race seems sensible. So we're 3/10 down. This corner represents a big opportunity, and I'd say we broke even. I think we got a little bit more speed than our previous self there. And then it's just about gunning them down. If only there was drafting. Okay, so we're very close. This is where we can make up a second or so. Clearly, by the way, I am not taking that corner properly. And we knew that was coming. That first uphill corner, I'm just like, what do you do? What's the secret there? We got to watch these ghosts a little bit more closely. Because they really do contain the secret, I think. I'm probably losing half a second every time I go into that corner. Now here again, a little bit down. Probably broke about even. That felt very, very good. We were a little slow on the outside though. This is where I make a comment about drafting. I mean, the only other thing I could think of is you either go straight up a little longer, or you turn a little, yeah, I think you turn a little sharper and then just try to let gravity get you in. Or you fight gravity, but not so much that you end up driving more. Just enough so that you end up barely eclipsing the top there. Oh, we're getting Salamanca. When we start to get Salamanca, you know I'm dialed. At 2:47, with less than 10 minutes really to go, realistically. Being a second down here doesn't feel good. However, okay. Keep it rolling. Great landing. Smooth landing. Minimal adjustments upon landing. Lost a little speed on the correction, but that's okay. Didn't go over the hump. That'll keep you competitive. Even though it looks bad right now, Hey, me and Lexu RT were in the same boat. Half a second down. It's okay. My old self makes a mistake here. I think we gained maybe a, you know, slight bit of time there. That one, I don't know. We had good speed, but I think we lost a little on our line. But we're still, we can see the pack. About a second down. So this one, you're just aiming just slight. Yes! And then this one, you turn heavy. Now, this isn't going to do it for us. All I want to say in my own defense on that one, can't even scratch your nose, is I knew that we had to turn early, but my line was just non-conducive to making it happen. This is acceptable. Throwing some multi-track drifting whenever possible. Right now, I'll admit my drifts are half measures. I am drifting, but I'm also laying off the throttle on occasion, which can't be the right play. Unless it is. Now that was a corner. Just believe in the corner. We're competitive. That's all you can ask for. And we know how to make up a decent chunk of time up here. We're getting a lot smoother there. Man, we actually lost a lot there. You're doing a slight vector, just enough. Then you're going heavy corner. That was maybe a little too heavy. Oh. What are we at? 250? Oh, baby. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, I'm saying there's a chance. I'm proud of us again. You know, I think I've gone from disappointment with my performances to being relatively appointed. Now, I don't know what we did that time. And did way too much lateral movement there, but still a blessed run so far. I've been relatively appointed lately. We've held it together a little bit more than usual. Oh, that was like probably a half-second loss. There you go. Good. You don't even know yet, but you're going to see the effects ripple out here. We kept our wheels insanely straight, considering we were taking a corner there. And that can only benefit us as we get moving here. Now, you know the deal. Light corner. Just enough sauce. Heavy turn. Heavy turn. Up here, we're going right real quick. Faster than you'd think you need to. Try not to slide so much next time, but you know, your head's in the right place. Now here, you're taking that inside line real quick, threading the needle. Oh, you saw it. You saw it. We're right in there. I'm not saying we're gonna set another PB. What I would say is we definitely have all the tools necessary to set another PB. And it's less about, like, making everything better and more about not royally screwing up that one corner where we lost, like, a full second. And if we can do that, I'm not saying it's author Metal City, but it might be. That was good. We got over the hump there. Very close, less than a tenth separating us. Very conservative on that corner, but not bad. Now here, again, straight wheels. Had to unstraighten the wheels a little bit. We're going to lose a little bit more coming up here, but we know what we want in anti-grav. A light corner. Little heavy, honestly, and then heavy here. Then we enter on the right side of this and immediately go for it. And then you got to take that peloton, or a velodrome. You got to take that cambered corner. And if you grip it hard, you can make up some time. Oh, what did I tell you? Alright, we didn't really improve, but we improved, you know? So now I'm like, the back section of this course I'm very confident on. It's the front section of the course that's complicated now. Good. Lost a little, but we got a little boost off the gravity well, too. We got to remember, though, we're behind our new PB, which is pretty bad in this section, and then very strong later. Okay, we're getting real close. We're cutting it real close. But I can smell the upgrade. The new PB awaits me. Sand it. Okay, down. Over. Lost a little, but maybe we'll make up for it with the straightness of our vector. Light drift on this corner into full speed straight wheels. Full speed straight wheels. Actually, it's a good lesson today to not judge a book by its cover. Because I leave today's episode highly enjoying a track that I originally thought was not really all that great. Just took a little bit. Once we mastered is kind of a strong word. Once we got a level of competency with every element, everything opened up to us. Keep those wheels straight, straight, straight. Yeah, I mean, you got to turn them, but as straight as possible. Didn't get too much lateral movement there. This is our last run. So read it out for yourself. Light cornering. Heavy cornering. Enter on the right side. We're going over the hump on this part, and then into the camber. And then when we're into the camber, we don't touch the brakes. No author medal, are you kidding me, dude? But what an improvement for our final run. That's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. I'll be back tomorrow with another one, and I'll see you then. See ya!